Alright, so this is part 2 of transferring one course over to another. So in the previous video, we were able to transfer everything over, yet the gradebook did not like to work. So this is the completed gradebook of what it should look like. Again, if we go to the gradebook setup, okay, this is how it's supposed to be set up, because it's got different categories and stuff. When we copied it over to our section 6, which we're going to click on grades here. Yeah, okay, recalculating grades. Let's look at it. And we look at the gradebook setup. It didn't copy. I copied over all the assignments, yay, but it did not copy over any of the categories or the settings. That's bad. And you need to have those set up before you start class. So what we're going to do in this video is just to fix that. So again, all the stuff is here. We just need to then fix it. So again, as shown in the previous videos, so basically what we're going to do is just kind of see how it was set up for before. I'm going to go ahead and copy this right here. Copy attendance. Copy that. All right. So first thing again. So this is the correct one. If you want to, we need to change those settings here. Again, this is just looking at it to make sure. See how it's currently set up. And it should be weighted mean of grades, I believe. And we're spinning, and we're spinning, and I'm going to pause it while it spins. Yeah, so for the main section, it's the weighted mean of grades. So then we go back to section 6, and we need to change that for the whole overall thing, this main overall category. So change that, edit settings, and we need to change that to weighted mean of grades. Okay, and then we hit the save changes. That's the first thing we got to do. Okay. Now we have to set up the categories. Well, the first category, to do that, we go down here all the way to the bottom and hit add category. And this one, so again, if we go back to see how it's supposed to be done, go back to the gradebook setup over here in section 7. And so for the attendance, I believe this is simple weighted mean of grades, and we're going to double check to see what that's. Yeah, simple weighted mean of grades. So that's what we need to change that to. But again, this is what it should be. This is from section 7, which was set correctly. So let's go back to section 6. We need to change that to simple weighted mean of grades. And then again, I had copied the attendance thing, so I'm going to do that. And then we just leave the rest of this alone. Hit save changes. Okay. And then continue. And then I need to go down to the next section. What's the next section? So if I go back to section 7, the next one down is quizzes and assignments, which are 20%. So I'm going to copy that. Go back here, add a category. Weighted mean of grades. All right, now I'm going to pause the video well, I pause the video. I'm going to go ahead and just create the rest of these categories, so you don't have to watch me create all of them. Okay. Okay, so now I've created all the different categories. Okay, so again, I just did that by add category. Now the next thing I need to do is make sure that the weightings are set up properly. So again, attendance is 10%, so that's just 0.1. Quizzes and assignments, 20%, that's 0.2. This is 10%, 0.1. That's why I have the percentages with the title, just to help make things easier. 0.2, 0.2, 0.1, 0.1. Save changes. Okay, now I have my category set up with the proper weightings. Okay, but they're still, the assignments are not assigned to where they should be. Boo! Now, next to the categories here, you see like these little arrows, we have this like the move arrows. So, to make this look like the other one, so we want to click move. Just click on this little button right here, and it'll say, where do you want to put this? Well, I want to put it up there. Pow. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move all of my categories up to the top first. Now again, attendance is a subcategory under this, and you wouldn't have the next thing be under that. So it's you skip one. So go there, because again, it'll make sense in a second here. Because attendance has stuff that goes in it, quizzes and assignments have stuff that goes in it, and you don't want to have the quizzes and assignments be part of attendance. Yeah, it just makes sense. So okay, so again, I'm going to pause it to get these all moved. Okay, so now I have all my categories moved up to the top part. So I guess in theory, if you can't get it to copy over, I mean, you can create these, these categories first. It really bothers me that they just didn't copy over. Anyway, okay, so then we would have to figure out where these different, because now we have all the assignments down here. Well, they need to be assigned to categories, or it's not going to work. So we'll start with attendance, which is down here at the bottom. So if I click again on move here, and then I want to say that goes under attendance. Continue. Okay, I'm going to show you two different ways to do that. So now attendance is part of, well, attendance. Okay, so that's actually in the right category, and you'll notice that it's moved from down here. Okay, now we have all these different things, so we could do that one by one, like, okay, first draft writing project 3. Well, let's see, that's writing project 3, so I could click on this, then I could go down and find writing project 3 and say, okay, it goes in writing project 3. That's one way you can do it for every single one of those assignments. Okay, another way you can do it, and I'm doing this from, I'm guessing we can do this, let's find out. So we could go to here, go back to the main page, and let's just look at quizzes here. Okay, so if we click on quizzes, and it shows all these different quizzes. Well, when I click actually on the quiz thing here, what is it going to do? Let's find out what happens. Yeah, we want to, not sure that's going to work that way or not. Okay, no, not going to be able to do it that way, so let's go back. Okay, let's go back to the main thing. Instead, what we could do is go through week by week. So, for example, plagiarism quiz. Okay, so I could go to edit settings, and I could go to grade. Because everything else is already, the timing should still be the same. It should be set up for what you've done for the previous classes, so that's good. But under grade, you'll notice that it's not categorized, so you could then change that to quizzes and assignments, and then hit save. Okay, so again, you could go to the assignments directly on the Moodle page and then move them over. Or again, so when we go to grades, and we go to the gradebook setup, okay, then you'll see under quizzes and assignments, see how the plagiarism got moved there? Now this may seem like this is a lot of work, and it is a lot of work. Okay, let's not kid ourselves here. However, I promise you, the amount of work that you put into this will save you hours and hours of work later. In addition, it's kind of expected of you to do this because by setting up your gradebook and having this all set up ahead of time, then the students will be able to know at any point during the semester what their grade is. Again, it's one of those things where it takes effort up front, but then it rewards you throughout the whole semester so the students know exactly what their grades are. And at the end, then you're not trying to scramble and figure all this out. So again, it's just one of those things where you have to do the work, and it actually saves you time when you look at it all together to do it ahead of time. So I'm going to pause this and put these in the right categories and show you how it looks. Okay, so pause again. All right, and I'm back. So I timed it. It took me about 10 minutes. 10 minutes to move all of the categories, all the assignments to the correct categories. And yes, it was a pain in the neck. Yes, it really was. But again, I promise you, it will save you so much time and effort down the road. So that's what should be done. So now section 6 is all done. Yay! So I have section 7 done, and I have section 6 done. And it really wasn't that bad. So transferring most of the stuff over wasn't too bad. The gradebook is always problematic with Moodle, but anyway, so it does look like everything should be is where it should be. So there you go. That's how you do that. Yeah. All right. Have fun.